Training your core is one of the most overlooked parts of becoming a strong basketball player. It's important to have a strong upper body, a strong lower body, but everything kind of fires through your core. Oftentimes when you get hit or when you hit people, it comes from your core, or if you get hit, you're resisting from your core. So today we're gonna go over a couple of movements to kind of incorporate into your strength training so that you can both resist and create movement correctly. Okay, so your first movement is going to be an anti-rotation exercise. So we're gonna get to a cable. You want it to be kind of level with your core in terms of the height. And then we're gonna have our left foot back, or at least the foot closest to the cable. And then we're gonna just press out. All right, from here, we're gonna do a couple of movements. The reason this is important is because if you're hitting your shoulders or hitting your side, a lot of times people will fly into rotation. So they're hit from the shoulders and they'll fly in this way. We wanna be able to resist those motions, both on defense and on offense, whether we're creating the hit or we're the ones being hit. So what we're gonna do is we're gonna, again, get in that position, foot closest to the cable, machine is going to be back, and then we're just gonna press straight out. All right, so my elbow should be relatively extended out. And we're gonna do crosses and circles. So we're gonna go up, and then we're gonna basically create this cross, and then we're gonna create a circle both ways. So one big circle here, and then circle the other way. Obviously make the weight challenging. And you're just gonna keep doing that. Normally what we go for is about 3. So 1 rep would be a cross, a circle this way, and a circle this way. That's 1 rep. And obviously we have to do both sides here. When you're doing these movements, you're not trying to really go fast, and you're trying to make sure that they're full movements. Don't make really short, choppy movements. Really have your arms go over to the left, really have your arms go over to the right. Make a big circle both ways and just have your core really feel all of the movements that it's resisting. This next exercise is a rotation exercise. So instead of an anti-rotation exercise where you're resisting rotation, you're gonna be creating the rotation. So this one's also important because, again, you are sometimes going to be the one initiating contact. And oftentimes when you initiate contact, you have to rotate, or if you have to cross, you have to rotate. So this isn't just a contact or a physicality exercise. We also want to just be good movers. So rotation is one of the things we actually want to be able to create, not just resist. So for this one, you're going to have the hand that is holding the cable. The same side foot is going to be back. So right now my right hand's holding the cable, my right foot is going to be back. So I'll be in this position. In terms of the level of the cable, there's 2 ways you can do this. You can do there's 3 ways. You can go from lower, you can go middle, you can go high. I tend to prefer high because what ends up happening when it's middle or low is as you're pressing the cable, which is what we're going to be doing, we're doing a cable press, the part that connects the cable to the machine starts to kind of rub on your arm. And so it can make it actually kind of painful, so that it almost takes away from the main focus of the exercise. So we'll go a little bit high here. So again, I'm right hand back, right foot back. I'm going to be pressing through my chest and my core and rotating out this way. So I'm gonna be going like this. So that is 1 rep. All right, slowly kind of let it fall back, and then again, press. So this is where you can kind of see the carryover from your whole body. So it's not just my core. It's my chest, it's my core, it's my shoulders, and it's my legs and hips too, because I'm doing this full body rotation through the entire movement. As this cable is starting to pull back to the machine, let your shoulders naturally rotate that way as well. And then as you're pressing, let them rotate back out the other way. The next exercise we're gonna be doing is a plank. So this is an anti-extension exercise. So if you think about when you get hit in the chest or the stomach, what ends up happening is you'll fly back. This is extension of your back and your spine. All right, so we want to be able to resist that motion. So if you get hit right around here, we want to be able to resist really flying back here. So that's where anti-extension will come out. Now, my favorite exercise actually for anti-extension is an ab wheel rollout. So you just have the ab wheel and you're rolling out. I don't have that with me today. So what we're going to be doing is a weighted plank. Now, a couple things people get wrong with the plank is they let their hips naturally drop down. So this is what I mean by that. If we're in a plank position, we want to resist this happening because right now I'm extended. My back is actually further down than my hips. So we want to actually keep these hips up, and you'll actually feel it a lot more. Now, if that is challenging for you, if a plank holding it around 30 to 60 seconds is challenging for you, then you can stay with an unweighted plank. But for most of us that are watching, you probably can do this for several minutes, all right, with good form. So that's where we're going to start. Grabbing a dumbbell or a plate probably is preferable, and putting it kind of on your mid-back, lower back. And that is where we're trying to resist those hips falling forward. So right now I have a dumbbell here. You can kind of play around with the weight, see what's challenging. We're aiming from around 30, 40 seconds to where you're really fighting against that motion. And then we're just going to hold it. Okay, so now this is about lateral flexion. This first exercise we're doing is not an anti-movement, so you're actually going to be creating lateral flexion. So you can think about if you were to do like a dribble bump, you're kind of flexing over to the side. So lateral flexion is this movement right here. Anti-lateral flexion would be if we are resisting any type of movement. So right now you're gonna get the cable really, really low on the lowest or one of the lowest settings here. And then we're going to step out. We're gonna be kind of even with the feet. Let the cable naturally pull your shoulders in, and then you're just going to press out. You should feel all or most of the work being done here in this oblique, all right? The side of your stomach. So just let it pull you in and then back out. Pull you in, back out. So all of the work being done is here. For this movement, try not to actually do anything with your elbow. Your elbow and your arm is just kind of a lever. So really no work is being done from this arm. It's all coming from your oblique moving in and out. Now this next movement is anti-lateral flexion. So when you get hit in the shoulders or the side, sometimes you rotate, but sometimes you fall over this way. Both of those movements we want to be able to resist. So if I'm getting hit this way, I want to be able to resist falling. All right, so I want to be able to get hit and just kind of stay there. And that's where anti-lateral flexion will happen. So right now, you're going to get the cable almost at the highest setting. Basically, we're going to have it overhead. So we're going to get our feet wide, press it directly overhead, and we're gonna be in this position. With the cable that I have here, the highest setting, my cable kind of goes down a little bit. It is what it is, but try to get to a cable where basically it's a straight line from the machine out to your hands. And then this is an isometric exercise. That means we're not going to be moving at all, right? We're just holding this position. And as it pulls you in, you're trying to resist that motion. You really are only aiming for around 10 to 20 seconds here. And again, you're gonna feel all of the motion coming in, or all of the force coming from this oblique. All right, this is what is resisting any type of pulling in towards the cable machine. Now you will have a slight bend of your elbows, and something I want you guys to try to avoid is having the cable start to tip forward. That's where other parts of your body are going to start to try to work for it. Keep it directly overhead and just let it be kind of in that straight line with the cable. All right guys, that's it for this video. Try to incorporate some of these exercises so that we can actually work on our core, start to move better, start to resist better, and start to create a little bit more physicality. If you want more content like this, don't forget to follow me on the rest of my socials. I'll see you guys next time.